What's up? I'm Joey, and yeah, it's so good to have you guys here, and it's so good to have this guy here. We have Johnny Orlando.
What's up?
My goodness, welcome to Asia.
Thank you for having me.
This is your first tour in Asia and first time here in Taipei. So how has it been so far? Because you just wrapped up one in Tokyo, right? How was that?
Oh, Tokyo was amazing. That was such a good show. I love going somewhere for the first time. There's just like an energy that is so hard to describe. I don't know, like, because, I mean, at the show yesterday, people came up and they were like, I've been watching you for 10 years. Like,
oh, wow.
Since I was like 8 years old or 10 years old.
How does that feel? Because you're still very young,
insane.
but there's 10 years of career already.
I mean, 12 years for me. Like, I started when I was 8, so it's cool that you know, I grew up with it and people grew up with me as well, and my sister and my family. You know, we're all on the internet, so
you guys are all creatives. Yeah, it's a very creative family.
People are like part of the family in a way, which
That's
is
true.
really nice.
But I'm also from Canada. I'm from Vancouver. I spent quite a lot of years there. You're from the Toronto area, right? So what's it like compared to the hustle and bustle of that to, like, say, somewhere in Tokyo and Taipei? Is it drastically different, do you feel?
Well, I mean, I didn't spend long enough. We spent a few days in Tokyo, and I mean, a city's a city. Everybody's
that's true.
Bustling around, but I mean, there were absolute differences. Like in Tokyo, it was the cleanest. That's the cleanest city I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah,
it was insane.
For sure.
And people were just like really nice, like really, really kind. Like I didn't have a bad interaction the entire time. Strangers on the street, you know. And I haven't been able to explore Taipei. Really at all yet. We kind of just got in and I went to bed, but you know, I'm excited to look around tonight.
Though that's saying a lot, like the niceness. I mean,
Yeah.
coming from a Canadian, you know, maybe different kinds of niceness, right? But
Yeah, no, like Toronto is like New York. There's really no. It's just smaller.
I guess you're right.
It's the exact same. Like Vancouver, are we really that nice?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, you're talking about big city. OK， 等下这个地方我觉得需要翻译一下，因为我也最近看到 Johnny Orlando 有一些访问，然后在谈说加拿大人非常的 nice，which is the common conception or expectation when you go to Canada。但是老实说，大城市的人真的很难很 nice， 因为毕竟大家都很忙。So if we're talking about niceness, it's usually smaller towns where the pace is a little slower, right?
For sure, yeah. Like people will. I forgot what I was going to say again. Wow.
Dude,
off day.
It's going to be no. You need a lot of sleep for a tour
milk.
like this.
Yeah.
I am very impressed by the schedule that you have right now because 前2天是去 Tokyo， 然后今天来到台北，接下来我们会去菲律宾 Manila， 然后 Seoul, Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, and then Singapore. 然后飞回家 back to Canada after that. So after this whole tour, are you gonna have some time to rest?
I am, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so Christmas
absolutely.
season kicks in.
Well, actually, no, because that's when part 3 comes out.
Oh no! Okay, so the ride is out when?
I'll be fine. The ride part 3 is out on December 8th.
8th, okay.
And then we're gonna have some more surprises later on. But I don't really need rest. I can kind of.
Really?
I'll take a day or two, but you know.
Yeah, the internet never rests. Neither does Johnny Orlando. So, well, the part 2 has a couple of songs. A Man Like Me.
That's such a bar.
I know,
Yeah, that's
it, bro.
such a bar. That's crazy.
We have 2 singles. I mean, it's kind of you're doing the side A, side B formats for Ride 1, 2, and 3, right? 2 singles per release. So we're on the Ride 2 right now. So the second single release-esque. A Man Like Me and Party for 2. Somehow I see on the internet people have already figured out not just the song titles for part 3, but even the lyrics.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, we've been teasing them. We have, but I'll like play things on a live, and then if I start teasing it a year and a half later, people will be like, "Oh no, that's from this live in like September of 2022."
That's amazing.
And I'll like, yeah, people figure you can't hide anything from the internet, as we know. But yeah, I'm so excited. The reactions to these songs have been amazing, and these are 2 of the songs that mean the most to me, for sure.
You mean for part 3 or for part 2?
Part 3.
Part 3, okay.
Part 3.
So let's talk about the songs. One is Thinking of Me?
Thinking of Me.
Of Me, and the other one's Close to You.
Yes.
In what way are they very special to you?
Well, I mean, just what the song's about. The Close to You I wrote the original demo I wrote alone in my room. It was very late. I was very sad. After my ex and I broke up, and it was just like the chorus lyrics are, if I were to die, would you lay next to me? Like if I was in my most desperate of times, would you be there for me? Because I still want that.
Yeah.
Which is like so pathetic.
But
also it was real at that time. So, you know, like two people can hate each other or resent each other or whatever, but there's still a comfort that is associated with any person that you loved formerly. So that's what Close to You is about. It's just, I still get sad when I hear that song, and I'm good now. And then Thinking of Me is Thinking of Me is about moving on, but again, like a piece of me will always kind of like, you know, hope she's doing well.
I think I understand that feeling.
You know?
我们上一次访 Johnny 的时候是9月的时候，然后那时候我在网上有跟他聊到说，crushing is some of the best feelings that you get. That the start of a relationship is the best thing, the best period, right? And then I kind of jokingly said to Johnny, 我跟他开玩笑说之后就是往下走, it's downhill from there. And I was like, relationship is about maintaining, and having kids is about maintaining. I tried to prove that wrong by bringing my babies here today, but they're actually downstairs.
Really?
No, they're not here because it's such a mess when you have 2 babies. So I really wanted you to meet them and be like, when you have these things, it's all worth it. But in the end, really,
I know. It's
like,
hold on, back pocket.
Here's my firstborn. But I want to say part of a relationship is about investment of your time, your energy, and your efforts, right? And those things are hard to let go once they're done. So in the end, what you really want to find out, I think, in the songs is that I made all these investments. Are you still occasionally at least thinking about me? Because everyone wants to know that their time went into
You always
something.
drop these bombs on me every time.
Bro.
Absolutely. No, that's a great way to put it, for sure. You give so much of yourself to somebody, and you can't just cut that.
Exactly.
Cut that, you know, communication and be. Cut that. It's almost like a string.
It is, and you don't want to cut it.
No.
But you haven't really, because the whole visuals for the right part 1, 2, 3 is this tat, right? Yeah. Right here. And in fact, you have quite a few. Yeah. I know. Now that you're here in person, I see that you have a lot. But when I was sifting through your Instagram, I see that you have one, like you have the butterflies on the lower chest, and then the back, and then you have something here. It's a tree, trunk of something. Yeah. Okay, so what is this one? Why did you pick this tat for the ride? Describe it. What is it?
I mean, I want to be very clear. These are not like breakup tattoos. These are not about this. This is about the music and what the music represents. Yeah. And so the ride, of course, when you look at it in a literal sense, it's a breakup album, and it's about the healing process of that. But really, it's just about experiencing something for the first time. It was my first relationship, so of course my first breakup, and it me up. Can I swear?
We'll bleep it out.
Okay.
Don't worry. Yeah, be yourself.
It messed me up for sure for a long time, and it made me. Everything was just so exaggerated because of obviously the circumstance, but it made me realize, you know, the way that I felt was kind of how I approach everything in my life, but just on a more emotional scale. Yeah. So every time I approach something, first it's pure emotion, whether I want it to be or not. And usually, like if I'm thinking logically, I'm waiting this guy out. So he's all wrapped up in himself.
I love it. So
he doesn't know what's going on.
Let me just describe what's going on here now that I get to see it close. So it's sort of a man in a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
So it's a cowboy.
Oh yeah.
Because it's got the cowboy boots.
My tattoo artist is really good at like Western themed
This
stuff.
Is really good.
So this is one of like his signatures. So that's why it's a
and he's shrouded by barbed wire. So he's going on a ride.
Lasso,
oh, it's a lasso with barbed wire sort of design. That's really cool. Yeah. Okay, so this is the visual for the ride's series. And I mean, you're accelerating the speed at which you're picking up tattoos because I did not see any of these others. Are you picking them up as you go? Like, did you pick up one in Tokyo, or you just?
No, I really wanted to. It's hard to find a tattoo shop in Tokyo, but it would be cool to like. I got this one in the Philippines and also this one.
Oh, that's so cool.
I mean, and I say that to everybody, and they're like, "Whoa, like sick."
Yeah.
So I'd love to. Do you know any good shops around here?
Dude, there's so many good tattoo parlors in Taipei. Yeah. I don't know if you have the time.
I'm sure I can find.
But look around. I'm sure, like, if you just ask around, especially in, I mean, it used to be in the Ximen area. That's kind of the old town of Taipei, but now it's everywhere. Look it up. We would love for you, like, as Taiwanese fans, we would love for you to leave a tat.
Hell yeah, I'd love to. This is the part 2 tattoo.
Oh, that's okay. So this is
so
also
this is
the
part 1, 2, and 3 back here.
Oh, it's a series on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we mentioned, part 3 of the ride is coming out the 8th of December. And then you're supposed to be sort of on a Christmas break while that happens, but you know, everybody, you know, look out for some new music from Johnny during during the holiday season. I have one last question for you because I recently saw you sing Irish in one of the live concerts in September, right? Are you singing it tonight? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah. So what are your favorites? I don't want to ask you flat out what's your favorite song to sing when you're by yourself, but how about since we're approaching Christmas, what's your favorite Christmas song to sing? And you know, you kind of blew up on a Christmas song too, right? Like you started singing Mistletoe by Justin Bieber on YouTube, and that's when people first noticed your first release. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Mistletoe is a banger. All I Want for Christmas, I mean, legendary. Mariah, I love you. I've always really loved Silent Night, like that.
Yeah.
It's just it's such a pretty melody. Yeah. People don't do that anymore.
Okay, so All I Want for Christmas is You. Don't forget, you'll be competing directly with that song with the release of the right 3. But everybody go give Johnny Orlando some support.
I think we could take down
let's take down Mariah Carey. Let's go. And thank you so much for coming to Taiwan. My goodness, and giving us your time.
Good to meet you.
Appreciate it.